Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I am Lily and in this video I'm going to show you how you can best survive animal raids from 10k BC. So here we are, finally you guys are getting animal rage as well. Some of you don't like it, some of you have no problems. So I am trying to, or I'm going to make this video for the very new players because I think those are mostly the ones who are struggling. But I also know that a lot of us players would like to have it the way it was with regards to just building up our village and basically be left in peace. A lot of people do like that. So one of the suggestions I gave to the devs a few months ago was to give players the option to either play with or without animal rage. And that has been implemented now. So the only thing that it needs to be done is that the devs are calming down a lot on the rage when people have just landed with their tribes. Another thing which also is quite prevalent with players at the moment, and that is that they are loading their old saves. So everyone who starts any games, no matter where it's from, except the last patch, will have too many animals in their locality. So they should either start a new game or migrate with the current tribe to kick in the new seeds, because at the moment you guys on the old saves will be drowning in animals because locality has way too many, especially if you've stayed for a long time in your locality and you haven't really hunted a lot. So yeah, it is recommended that you either migrate to kick in the new seeds with your old tribe, because you will start with much less animals, and or start a new game. And yeah, so look at what is new here. Animal raids, you can have it on or off. As usual, I'm going to play without the tutorial because this is something new players can do themselves. They don't need me for that. There is another video I made that explains every step in the tutorial, plus I add a little bit extra for I still believe that the tutorial does not contain all the information it needs to have. Right, I want slow. I do not want to stress because I enjoy the slow games. And if you are one of my subscribers, not just a visitor, you also know that slow will be the best way to play, especially if you are the one that knows your history and you want to have it as authentic as possible, and also to get much more food. Of course, you get a lot more food, 3 times more food when you play slow than you do when you get fast, when you play fast. Right. So we're going to do autumn because everybody knows autumn is the time where we have the most food. And then we're going to start 10k BC, which means we'll be landing at 9,999 BC. And of course, the beginner mode is where we are heading. Right, so let's just get straight to it. So the animal rage is definitely the big change in the game. You don't have to know everything about the game to survive, but you do need to know the basics, and the basics have changed. The methodology for survival now has changed, not only in the Neolithic but certainly in the Mesolithic. Mesolithic is a lot harder. So if you used to be a normal player, you might want to start in beginner instead to train yourself to the new concept, to animal rage. Hardcore is now God mode. Yeah, it's extremely hard to survive, but it is possible. It's just really difficult. So if you are one of those very few players that know the game almost as much as I do, you will do fine. Doesn't mean you won't be frustrated, because you will. There will be frustration when you build a pelt hut and one day later it's crushed by a deer. Yeah, so don't expect that the animals will give a jolt about your progress. If you have food in the camp, they will come. Why is there nothing here? Oh, because it's 10 kbc, Lily, that's why. You think? Okay, let's go over here. I see 2 stones they can plonk their butt. Oh, actually I see 4. That's rather excellent, isn't it? Right, So here is where things change. We are not going to focus on comfort, because devs have, in their wisdom, after me moaning, given us a lot longer time before people start to complain about their houses. Yeah, you're welcome. So we got that. We have in beginners, it's like a year or so. Yeah, at least a year before they start to complain. At least a year. So what we're going to start with is that we place down a big fireplace. Are we 10? We are 7 because, yeah. So everyone can sleep around the fireplace. And you can see here, these new things. For those who haven't played it yet in version 25 or 22. This is the clear tool that has been moved from this UI. So you can just close it down if you want to. And this is the defense tool. I'm going to show you exactly how to work it and a few tips on how to work it best as well. Just hang tight. And of course, this is the dismantle tool. Right, so what we're going to do first is create a crafting group, because we are not going to focus on putting up a pelt at all. We're going to focus on creating weapons. So I'm going to give them 2 people and a max priority, and they are going to make, first of all, not you, but you guys. And we're going to make as many as we have people. Do you know why? Because when the hunters are out hunting, anyone who is left in camp need tools, weapons, to repel any intruders. And if you don't have it, you need to wait for the hunters to come back home. And by then you could have lost a lot of stuff. So be smart, keep weapons in your camp for those who are there. You will always have crafters in your camp. So if a rat or a hare comes now, they will have weapons, and they are 2, and they can easily repel them without you losing a lot. So that is step number 1. And then we're going to create our gathering group that will go pick up what we need to create a fireplace, and also sticks and ropes, because we are going to make fences. So we're going to have 10 of this. Isn't it 10 these need? I need to check to be sure. It is, it's 10. And they're also going to get, oops, that's the wrong one, this one. I'm going to get sticks, and we're going to need a lot of sticks. I'm going to put them on 150. And they're also going to get a few of the ropes, or the fibers to make ropes. And 1, 2, there you go. So this is all we're going to do to start with. We don't need the offerings, don't have to do the offerings. And guess what? Oh god, we got a shit leader. Oh, what a pity. Okay, so we can't max out everything we want to max out. Ah, yeah. It's fine. We are going to, let me see that? That's 52 food. That is like 10 days worth of food, so we don't have to do the food yet. Do not make this mistake of making a group and chucking them out to gather food. It will be wasted. Let them eat up the dried fish. So that is what we're going to do first, and then we're going to get some speed. Get that done. And there's going to come things in now, and then we're going to give these more. So see, there are 2 people here that should be crafting wooden spears, and they are. So when that is done, then they're going to get more work, because they're also, of course, going to do the ropes and also the fine sticks, because we're going to need fine sticks for our storage, because we do need storage more now than ever. Do we need storage? So I'm going to let them continue to make the weapons, and we're not going to make hunters yet. We're not going to make fishermen, and we are not going to create groups for gathering food. There is 0 need at the moment. Just keep an eye on their happiness, because I have put work hours all the way up. The good thing about beginners is that you have like a year, maybe a year or so before they are really annoyed with you before they are even considering leaving. So you can leave it on for the start quite high for quite a long time. Right, so now we have 5 of those. When they have 7, I will give them orders to make the wooden spears and the ropes, because then we are going to focus more on getting up the pelt hut we have access to. Then we're going to add a pelt tunner. Then we are going... Oh, rats. Okay. So the first thing you notice when you have animal incursions is that your speed goes down to default slow. Your skip night goes off. You can see a red icon on your top user interface with a deer on it. So what you do then is you go over here to the defense tool, you activate it, and since you know that all your stuff is here, do a wide circle and get the rat. You can see the rat is here. So there's supposed to be a red outline on these, but somehow my computer does not want to do it, even though the devs have it and everybody else. I don't, which is really weird. So if you know what's wrong with my computer, let me know. So what you can see now is that it is not work hours, so the hunters as a hunting group will not go do these, but tribe will go look for weapons. See this one? He's just a normal gatherer. He's going to go look for a weapon and then scare away the rat. So there are changes coming in here, because normally you don't really need weapons to scare away rats or hares. So the devs are going to make that a lot more logic, and they're working on that now. There you go. Not so cocky now, rat, are you? It died, didn't it? It's dead in here somewhere. No, there it is. Is that it? It's running away, yeah. Go. Either run away or we take you again. Stab your ass. So now they're going to sleep. And let's see if there comes more rats. Because they will smell your food. I knew it. They smell your food. So they will immediately... Oh, now there's 2. Is the entire fucking family coming? God damn, get going. Chase them. Go. 1 down. Okay, 1 died. Yeah, because the wooden spears, especially if it's a hunter with skills. Yeah, a hunter with skills. That tries to scare it away. Then they won't survive. Because the wooden spear does more damage. Right, so in order to get the meat of the animals that was killed by chasing, because this is what it is, the defense tool is not supposed to kill, it's supposed to be chasing only. But since some of the animals have so little health, they are getting killed by the weakest weapon, especially if the ones who are doing the chasing has high or at least any hunter skills. So now we need to create an extra group, otherwise that meat won't be gathered. So we're going to do this. Yeah. So whatever people are free, we'll go strip the hair. There you go. That was quickly done. It gave half a unit. So and then I'm going to pause it, simply because the hunters are supposed to do their stripping, and anyway the tribe will very often butt in anyway if they have better skills. Right, so now they've made 7, and now I'm going to give them more work. They are going to do both the fine sticks and also the ropes, because I'm going to create fencing as well. As soon as I have 15 sticks, I'm going to put down a pelt hut, and when I have more sticks, then I'm going to create a gate. More fine sticks, I mean, and then we are going to make a fence. So these can get more. Now I have 3, 6. There's 1 person that does not have a job. That's fine. I'm going to leave that person in camp. That person can take care of any intruders. It is likely those with higher skill in hunting, that will take care of intruders when there are like, because there's going to be 4 in camp now because we have 3 crafters. Yeah, so it's probably the one with the highest hunting skill, so I should ideally then just get them all busy. But there you go, now we have hares. So people panic a little bit. I'm going to go into this a little bit. People panic a little bit when they see these warnings, but what they need to understand is that the majority of the animals and everything below the size of a wild sheep barely ruins anything. They hardly eat a scrap. Like, it's like 50 calories they eat, and it's ridiculous how worried people are about this. They shouldn't. There's absolutely no need, because they hardly eat. You will need 10 rats or 10 hares to even just see it, to even notice that they are munching into a unit. So I'm going to leave this here now. I'm not going to use the defense tool. I'm going to show you guys how little damage this hair does. You can see 3 fibers. You can see still 3 fibers. And guess what? The hair is done. It's gone. And there's no damage. So panic over. There is absolutely no need to be frustrated, because they do so little damage. See those here? They're just sitting here and watching. They don't really do damage. Oh, by the way, if you watch in slow speed the rats when they are eating, you're gonna love them and you're gonna want to cuddle them. I love rats. I love all rodents, to be honest. I'm not afraid of them. I used to have hamsters when I was younger. Always had hamsters. What's this? Oh, it's fiber. Yeah, so you could see that they ate nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right. So, okay, we have enough of these. That means I'm going to place down a bench. I don't have a bench. I cannot place down a bench. No bench for the Lilly. Okay. So what I am going to do while we wait is I'm going to prepare to get all materials and resources inside the camp where I'm going to put my pets. So just get these down. We don't need a gazillion. You know, you don't need one for each and everything the game has. Oh, can we make those? I don't think so. Almost. Okay. So get down those, and let's get down. What was I going to do? Fiber. And let's get down sticks, because sticks needs a little bit more space. And also fine sticks. What else? Let's get down the stones. And the fiber. No, the ropes. There you go. What else is it that we need to? Yeah. Let's get the leather, and also the raw hides are placed to be stored. And let's store some of the foods, because it's going to be this, and it's going to be this, and also the dried fish, just to have it in one place. I'm going to make one for dried meat as well, because we are going to dry our meat. Absolutely. Because when you have an incursion of the larger animals, you will find that you have lots of meat coming in, because the hunters chase them immediately when they wake up in the morning. Because the chasing just chases them away, but the hunters will already have them targeted. So they will be ready to go get them. So this is an excellent way to get hunting done efficiently. After one night with 16 deer on hardcore, I had 2,800 raw meat to feast. I made burgers with cheese, because we also had cattle. My tribe was extremely happy, just saying. Right, so obviously this video are for the new players who wants to start with Animal Rage. I don't necessarily recommend it before the implementations that I want to have done actually are done, because I am still fighting to have that people are allowed to land in peace without being ravaged by any animals. So the devs have agreed to calm down on the large animals, those that do the real big damage, like a deer coming and stamping all over your houses, and you have no more houses. And in the Miso, you can't get away with it. You cannot survive it. Do you know why? Because you cannot build better. There is no houses in the Mesolithic timeline that will allow you to be safe, because all will be trampled. Everything can be trampled. The only houses that will have less damage are those of stone, or we can't see, those of stone. And when you come to the roundhouses and the big peltat, the big peltat comes in the Mesolithic timeline, but a little bit closer to the Neo. So we won't get it now in 10K BC. So this is something I am trying to inform to the devs as well. And I kind of have been informing for quite a few months that we need to make Miso more survivable for the new players, or the players that are more inexperienced, because the game is not easy to master. You might get the concepts very quickly. Most people do. They get the mechanics rather quickly. But the mastering of the game is not done in 10 hours. It's not done in 20 hours. The amount of players that understand all the intricacies of the game are but a small handful at max. So yeah, but I'm going to try to guide you as best as possible without being too technical, because there's a lot of technical calculations that I do as a tester, but they need not be discussed at all, because what is important for the new players is that they understand the start, the way to build up your tribe, and then they can start to experiment and figure things out and find their own style afterwards, because they first need to know how to build up the camp, how to get people going and doing the things that they should do. And another thing of the issues that I see with players, or from players, is that they don't quite understand how to properly divide their workforce based on current tribe need. And this is something that they must learn. I can talk about it all day, but they must experience it themselves. If you start in 10K BC and you are in beginners, you start with over 50 food. Look, this is day 6. We have still food for 4 more days. There's no need to create 8 full groups and one of them spending workforce on food. No need. So let's do the hair. So what you can do is you just click, then you get access to the hair, and then you go directly up here, click it, and then oops, why is it always starting there? I want it there. Game, remember this now, game. Right, so now this hair is going to be chased. It should have a red outline, so you can see it when they come in. It's a part of be on the lookout and react. Oh, it died. Is it the hunter that did it? There she is. She's, oh, that one. Yeah, she's a hunter, so she killed the hare. That means it is time to activate this one, because he is the one that will go take the meat, because nobody else will. So people are annoyed that the smaller animals come so much. But here's the thing. First of all, they hardly do any damage. They don't do any damage. Let's be honest. I just show you how much damage they do. They do fuck all. Pardon my French. Secondly, they are so flipping cute. Have you seen a rat or a hare when they're eating? They are so adorable. I want one. I need like 17 of them. Anyway. And it's so easy to repel them or even just kill them that I don't understand the problem. Also, like, and nobody should know this. I know this, so I'm going to inform you guys. The tribe will never get any kind of unrest for chasing away animals the entire night. You, as a player, won't even notice. There is no plan to implement unrest or working at night when it comes to repelling animals. So don't worry about that. And if you're smart, what I do on a regular basis on hardcore, because hardcore is godlike now, is that I do a wide circle around my camp with the tool to scare away potential little fuckers coming to gnaw on my shit. Meaning now these fuckers are going to be, pardon my French, are going to be chased away much sooner, meaning they will be much further away from camp. So yeah, go on guys, get action. Unfortunately, this tribe is tiny. It's only 7 people. So you will see that it takes a while because I lassoed in more than 7 animals, and then you see it is middle of the day, so the majority of the people, poof, they're gone. Majority of the people are already out working out in the nature. Let's see what she got. Does she have anything? She has quite a bit of yeah, she increased our hunting. See what we got. This is what we got. We got weapon toolsmithing, we have hunting, and we have fishing. So for those of you that still, or if since this is for beginners, this panel here shows you, first of all, the blue is what level the tribe has of this knowledge. The gray, that color gray, shows what timeline will allow you to have of this level. So this means you can go to 100% in both hunting and fishing already at 10 kbc, which is of course correct, because by 10 kbc everybody was excellent in, and all the information they needed was ready to be learned. It is only toolsmithing that is low, and you can see the black or the kind of charcoaly color. That means that the timeline is not correct to learn more. So the gray, the little gray you see on top here, that means you can learn that much more in this current timeline. Oh no, wild dogs, they will eat more. So yeah, let's go get them. Oh, it's a pregnant hare. I'll leave it. Bye, Goggy. Just be glad you didn't die. Just saying. Yeah, so this one is getting the, helping to get the raw meat. You can see it coming on in small amounts. So now you can see the food is out. So now I'm going to start the hunters. I'm going to give them 3, so we also get the bigger animals. And you guys are going to go down to 2. And you guys are going to go down to 2. Because they are all full, but they have nowhere else to go. So they're just staying there, but they're not doing anything. So that is why we're now going to do this. And we're going to allow them to get some loved food. We don't need to get these yet. These are not loved. They are minus. And these are absolutely hated. They are the worst thing you can feed your people. Can you understand? They don't like the bone marrow. It's the best thing about the... Yeah. Lovely. Right. So now we have tons of weapons. We have enough of the fine sticks. So that means we are going to get going with the peltart. And the only animals that can ruin your peltart are the wild sheep, the deer, the horses, and the cattle, or the aurochs. They can ruin your housing. You have no skills and you're 46. Oh yeah, were you a migrant? No, you just had nothing. Right, so now we have everything in here, and this one is going to work on that. So as soon as we get quite a bit of food in, we are going to place down fencing, because I'm going to do all the fencing in one go, which means that nobody will be out doing any of the group tasks. So we need to make sure we have food in the camp, and I also want to have all the material in camp before I start. Yeah, so that is always smart. Always smart to make sure you have enough materials in camp before you start. So how many is it? 4 they need? No, it's 5 raw stone, 15 and 5 leather. Yeah, good. Excellent. Yeah, keep working. I'm not giving them more. Actually, I'm going to have 1 fisherman, and then we just see. But I'm going to limit her to what a dryer can take, which is 22. No, you're not going to stay here. Sorry, you got to go. So the thing with animals coming so often, especially in a very large tribe, is that you will find that your work rhythm can be disturbed during daytime, not during nighttime, because nobody works at night, but during daytime you can find your rhythm being disturbed. Also, the developers have calmed down on the fear that people have with larger animals. They will not fear rats or hares. Whoever claims that they are afraid of rats and hares, they are incorrect. They have witnessed the wrong thing, observed erroneously. The only thing that people will be afraid of are the bigger animals that can actually cause harm, like the wild dogs, the wild boars, and the deers, and definitely the horses and the aurochs. And if you're not afraid of those animals in the wild, then you are not going to survive. But they have shortened the amount of... I can see a hare running in there. God damn. They have shortened the amount of time that humans... Oops, something just got killed. I could hear it. Oh, I hate that sound. It's not good sound. Yeah, that was the wild dog that got killed. Oh, what a pity. We should tame it. Devs, we need to tame the dogs, not kill them. You know, I can't watch when hunters are killing dogs. It just breaks my heart because it's so wrong in our day and time. It's so wrong, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, fear is greatly reduced. And here's another trick I'm going to teach you guys right away. And that is, whoever has weapons will not fear anything. They will not run away from anything. So what you do, as you expand your tribe, your size of your village, you place strategically one cell that takes like a wooden spear or a bow or something on each corner of your village. I can have one behind a hut, one next to the fire, but there's no point putting it next to where all your tools and all your resources are and all your food, because that is where the animals are aiming. So place it somewhere where they are not aiming. That means that people can quickly run and get the tools and then repel whatever is intruding. Let me see. So this is the rope. Let's see the damage. 2 hairs. Oh no, that's a dead hair. Oh, and that's a dead hair too. Yeah, bye. Oh, that's a big hair. How the heck did that survive? Well, it didn't. Well, it did. It survived a lot, didn't it? There must be one of them who did it basically had 0 hunting skills. Yeah, so that's food coming in. Goddamn rats! No, I'm going to show you guys how little damage the rat does. So this is 11 units. Let's see if it can manage to even make a dent. Oh, hello. Look at it. It's inside. Oh, it's so cute. It's disgusting though, and we should not endorse this at all, but I can't help it. Because they're so over. Wait till it sits up. Oh, there you go. Look at that! How can you not love that? Look, it's eating and eating, and there is 0 damage, 0 loss. So for all of you who claim that, oh no, they're eating up my fiber, they're eating up my ropes, they don't eat shit. Come on. It's like 7 calories, come on. But still, I did make the point to the devs that when they come in their 20s, they could actually eat up a full unit. So yeah, damage has been reduced by over 80% based on testing. Because if we are not allowed in the Mesolithic to properly defend our camp, you are fucking the players over. It's just going to be frustrating. There is not an inch of fun in that. If players know they have no way of surviving, what the hell? Why even play this stupid game? You know? So yeah, of course they reduced it tremendously. But there is still some damage coming from the larger animals. So now we have the pelt top, we have the pelt tanners. Now we have secured continuance of our housing. So now we need to do the ta-da, the gates and fences. So you see, it's completely doable if you just are awake. You can no longer leave game and just running on its own. Well, you can a little bit, but if many animals are coming every night, because that is random, you know, that is completely random. What's happened with the ropes? Why not making ropes? You don't need 3. No, you're fine. I'm gonna give you 1 more. And this one still has 1. Yeah, that's all you need. You don't need more. Because we have plenty enough food. But this is something that I see someplace. I think it's mostly the new players who don't quite understand fully the game yet. I don't expect anyone who just started to fully understand the game. That is just ridiculous. It's not going to happen. What I do see is that they seem to be extremely worried about the food. So I see them harvesting for a year. They harvest a year's supply. And trust me, 11 months of those supplies will rot away, and then they've spent the entire year's supply in 1 month or however long they last, and then their tribe is starving, and they wonder why. The reason why is because all things are seasonal, and if you check each and every person, they have a calorie need per day. So as a general rule, if you have 7 population, which is we have 8, they will eat roughly between half and a full unit each every day. So if you have 8 units of food every day, based on 2 meals, divided on 2 meals, you are fine. Look here, we have 1.5 day meal already here. There's no need for more. You don't need 100 of everything in camp when your tribe is 8. Trust me, you've seen if you've paid attention to what I've been doing. The first half year I didn't even gather food because we had tons of food already in camp, and also getting meat regularly from the kills we did due to animal rage. So it's smart to try to find a methodology that, oh god, that's a big dog. Sorry, you cannot stay, you need to be chased away. Because the dogs will eat more. Let's see how much they will eat. Because this is what they are eating. So let's see how it goes. Before it gets, you can see people already going to chase it. Oh yeah, I didn't like that. We poked in the ass. I didn't like that. There you go. Yeah. There were 2 going for him. So he did not survive. Oh. Dead wild dog. I'm sorry. Oh, and he has a wife. Oh no. These are things that gets to me in game. Even though this is how it was back in, where are they? Even though this is how it was back in the day, it just gets to me. That they had a family, you know. So you've seen how it can be done. Don't panic with food. You know, if you have a red apple in beginners, normally it means that you're doing it right. No, I mean it. If you had a red apple in beginners, you're doing it right. You can never have anything but a red apple in hardcore, because you basically have 1 hair and 2 roots. That's what you've got. But in beginners, it is not uncommon to see people having hundreds upon hundreds and thousands of food in the Mesolithic when there are only 10 people. I say 1,000, that's quite an exaggeration, but they have food for like a year. They have stashed food for a year, but yeah, they soon realize, where did all the food go? Ah, let's see. Oh yeah, it all rotted away, you know. So, right, let's get down defenses. I think I'm going to have a gate there as well. I have enough of the fine sticks, so let's do that. I'm not sure how long we can stay here. We might have to move before the fences are done. But we shall find out. Let me see, how much do I have? 149. I should probably, oh, that's wrong one. This one. Let's get some more sticks. And also get the goddamn rats. We see you. Are you just passing by? You're wondering. Okay. Well. So we're going to get more sticks to make sure we can do them all. Ta-da. See, we still have high work hours. and we still have 100% happy people. So this is something that the devs gave us to make sure that we can get up fences first, defense above housing. Because if you just chuck them down a few fireplaces, like 1 per 10 people, they will be okay for many, many months. They will be okay for a long, long time. So I'm not too worried about that. 138. Yeah. So let's do this. Ta-da. There you go. So now we don't get rid of the rats. The rats will always manage to get through your fences and your gates because they are so small they can just sneak in everywhere. But you will see that the other animals, like the wild dogs, the wild boars, the goats, the hares, will not manage to get in. But of course, if there comes a large animal and tramples through your fences, then everyone can get in. So that is something I don't like. But yeah. Where are they? Oh, there you are, little lipty-doo-dahs. I don't think I've sworn so much in my entire life as since we got that animal raised. The little fuckers are coming so often. But I would like the devs to realize that you must give people peace when they start the game, when they land, to actually build up anything. Because it's frustrating when you see a deer coming in and just trample everything you have. It's really frustrating, even for me who knows the game. Kill him. Yeah. 2. Yeah, I think we should be okay with sticks. I think. Goddamn rats. The thing is, when they kill them, they get half a unit of meat, and then you get it right here in camp, which is far better than sending one person to the edge of the map to get half a unit. So now we get the half a unit here in camp. So it's basically just it's a smorgasbord, isn't it? It's a buffet. Just go right next to the fire and get your food. So. Okay, I'm gonna do this. You can go now. Do I have any kids? I do have one child. There he is. He's oh, she's 16. She's almost an adult. Oh, there's nobody there to do that. That's not good. Don't need 2 here. But I do need some here. They haven't felled an animal all day. This could be problematic. Because they're gonna start to get hungry. So the reason they say they like the fireplace for sleeping is because the devs has also changed how people react to the various quality the moment they land. So we have like a year or so before they start complaining about sleeping by the fireplace. So you will see that things that normally were much worse in quality, like this one is plus 80. Whatever used to be much worse in quality has now been adjusted so that we can have longer time with poorer housing without people complaining while we are building up defenses. So the devs have done quite a bit to make sure that we are more okay with what's going on. Don't be so useless. Go get the bigger ones, guys. Why are you not fishing? I'm gonna put it down to 1 just to make sure we get some food in. I don't think we've had any food now for 2 days. Yeah, you can see people are hungry. So now I need to make sure we get food in. I'm gonna have all 7 get food. So a few of you go fishing, and a few of you go hunting, and the rest will do food gathering. We can almost make another pelt hut. Oh no, these little fuckers, they absolutely ruin your fences. So this one needs to go. Okay, scared away. I just hope that the hunters are getting it. I'm gonna not record all the nights and all the boring parts so that the video doesn't become so long. Oh dear lord, is that a deer? It is. Holy fiddlesticks. Oh, and there's hares wandering outside. Let's just hope that they get the deer first. Oh, it's where the weapon is. Oh dear lord. Yeah, I was going to show you guys. How to put your stash of weapons away from oh dear, away from where your resources are. Yeah. You little fuckers eating. They are so used. The spears, I need to make a lot more. But the deer will eat more than any of the other. The deer, the horse, and the auroch will eat the most. The good thing about aurochs is that you have quite few of them, so there won't be like 12 of them coming, because that would be chaos. Absolutely chaos. But now is also a time where you will have increased animal incursions because it's winter and it's not enough out in the wild to keep them all happy. Yeah, the deer ran straight through it. Luckily it missed my penthouse. It missed my pelt out. So at least we have still the pelt out. You can see, I showed you earlier, that it gives a lot more quality sleep than it used to do. You can see how slowly it's diminishing as well. So in like a year or so, at least, it will take that long time before it goes down to minus. If it ever becomes minus yet, let me have a look and see timeline wise. Yeah, no, it will never go to minus. As long as nothing else shows. As soon as something shows, you know, the quality of the previous will go down. So at the moment we are safe with these, and even safe with the fireplace, because the fireplace still has a plus. Look, it's got plus 24 still. That's quite amazing. How are we doing with food? Yeah, so I put up the fishermen to 2, but I still have a limit on them. So they're storing there's something stored here. Yeah, there's one there. And there's 2 there. Yeah, good. This is exactly what we should do. Make sure that we have tools or weapons in strategic places. So when, for instance, the animals that will scare people comes to camp, they do not try to go to where the animal is, which will be this area here where your resources are. Yeah, they don't go here to get them, they go elsewhere, because when they're sleeping by the fireplace and in here, these places here will be just as close as these places here ish. So that is also something you can consider, the distance. Yeah. Because now all the fences are done. But we should really continue to focus on creating more than you might think you will need. Because if a deer comes and runs this way, it will ruin your fencing and you will need to more or less build it up from scratch. Well, now you can see we've been here. How long have we been here? 6 months. And now they're starting to complain. So now 25% says they're working too much. Let's see if we can find anyone with unhappy face. Because you don't have to blindly go by this. This just shows how many are starting to complain of overwork. It doesn't show the amount of overwork each one is suffering. So let's see if we can find anyone who... No. Why? Oh, you don't have a weapon. Okay. But this guy won't be running because he has a weapon. So those who have weapons will not fear anything. This one should complain. This one is okay. She says, didn't she say I work too much? I work too much. So she will have a little bit. She has so little unrest due to it that it doesn't even show as a bothered face. Yeah, and you can see that happiness is still 100%. So don't blindly go by this. On hardcore you need to, but on beginners you don't. But you can see here as well, animals cannot feed from the wild. So you definitely need to, when winter is coming, you need to be prepared, because there will be so little food out, especially now in the Mesolithic timeline, when there was very little to start with anyway, and we are in -8. So not a lot of things will survive. Excellent. Let's have a look. I also put them on rationing, and I'm going to keep it on rationing until this child... I have no children. That means we can be less careful with the rationing, because adults can manage many days with rationed. I'm going to leave the rationing on. Does this one have one? It has 2, 1, 1, 1. That's all it needs. Yeah, because now there's 4 people who can repel. Oh, my ribs. What do you have? You have hunting. Of course you have hunting. Of course you do. Let's see if we can get some stone working soon. Something is really wrong with the music and stage 4. It sounds like 3 and 4 is on top of each other, and the drums don't fit at all. It just sounds like a cacophony. It's just wrong. Let me see. What was I going to do? I was going to do something, wasn't I? I was going to check and see how far off. Okay, so wooden tridents. Yeah, I just need more fishing, and I have 2 people fishing. We need 7%. So this is a fairly older guy. Yeah, he's only 50, not old. He's turned old, but he's not old. He's going to live to like he's 70 plus, though. Not old. Crafting ropes. Yeah, good. We need those to repair the fences. Because ropes is the first thing that will be destroyed. Because if you look here, you can see the constitution shows the 4 sticks and 1 rope. And the one on the bottom are the ropes. So those are the first that will go. The first things to need replaced. They still enjoy sleeping by the fireplace. Let me see. And now it's 18. That one's going fast down, isn't it? Yeah. But in 6 months' time, it has been a year. So I'm going to take one person. Do we have food? We do. So I can afford to take one person to build another pelt hut. There you go. Let's see how much longer we can stay here. I don't know how much longer we can stay. We need to see what animals are left. We should get up drying facilities as well, because now we have more food than we need. Flipping rats. Oh, the pregnant one. Well, if the animals are not being chased away, they need to be killed. Where's my dryer? There it is. So let's stop the raw meat. This one. No. This one could be raw fish. So I wonder when we're going to be able to make pets. Tame rats. I can see them running. Little fuckers. It's probably the most swearing I've ever done in any video or in any game. It's now when animal rage, because it's not only animals who will be raging, we players are raging too. So yeah, no, there's going to be quite some changes as well. I must admit though, I do wish that they had listened to me sooner, because what they are implementing now after community has complained is what I warned them about several months ago. So yeah, I don't know what's the matter with them not listening to me, but yeah, well, they're listening to the community, so either way it will be adhered to. Let me see. So let's get up more storages, because I want to lock down the bones. So I want them to not be eaten by tribe for sure. What else is it that we have incoming? We have one for this, one for this. What kind of food? Yeah, so don't forget that the availability that you can see is now directly controlled by what is in season and in locality. So even though you can't see hazelnuts and stuff like that, or rosehip, doesn't mean they're not here. It simply means one of two things. One, they are not in season, but in locality, or two, they are not in locality. At the moment, they could and probably will, very likely will, grow up as the timeline goes. Gosh, look at all those rats! God damn! Deal with them. Look at them going at the rats here. Get them. Oh, that's a proper infestation. I know why. You know why? Because first of all, there's no food out in the wild. Secondly, we have so much raw food out in the open that, you know, they will smell it. I'm going to lower this one because it keeps bumping up to the limit. And I'm not doing any favors to the learning of fishing. So I need to put it down to 1 so that one person can fish in peace on a regular basis and not having to stop all the time. We can get those, and we can get beets. See, we can get roots as well. Well, you know, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Don't tell anyone. It has to stay. It has to stay between us. Pay attention to what I'm doing. This is a small tip that you can do to trick the animals to going for the storages you put further away from camp that has things that they tend to go for. It might not work because the devs have tried to stop this exploitation by increasing the animals' want for higher calorie food. However, the raw hides has 1200 calories per unit. Meat has 1750. Fish has 1250. And the rest has very little in comparison. This one is very low. So this means that they are more likely to go for what I put out here than they are to go for what is in camp. Because out here they are also closer, because they do not start from camp, they start from outer. So you can try this. It's a bit hit and miss depending on what you're putting out there for them to be tempted by. But on the whole, you can actually achieve that they are not pestering you so much in camp. There's a small tip that cannot leave this video. You cannot let anyone know that I told you this. But I'm getting tired of the devs putting sticks in my wheels when I figure out a better way to do things. So I have stopped informing them of absolutely everything. I informed them once what can happen if they don't do anything about it. Then I will not mention it again. Oh, crikey! That is one. Oh, God. Oh, get him! See, this guy now should go to this area here. Oh, no, this one came in. Now it's going to get chased away. Yeah, chase it then. God damn. Yeah, we win. Bye-bye. So it helps to definitely have weapons where the animals are not seeking. How much does fiber have? Was it fiber we went for? No, it was... Oh, it was 150 calories per unit, so we shouldn't really go after that one. You should go after things that I have outside before it goes for the fiber. So, just saying. Oh God, look at my pelt hat. Jeez Louise. Go repair. Jeez. Yeah. Luckily that was all it needed. Food processing. We should... Let me see. Yeah, just let them gather this as well as emerges. Oh, flipping heck, wild dogs. Now look, 56% will have effect of the work hours. Wait a minute, where is the dog? Where is the dog? Let's see. Oh, fuck me. Where did he go? Let me see. See that? He's been there. Has he been here? Where is he going? Oh, yeah, I can't use X anymore, can I? He's going here, isn't he? He's going here. Yeah. See this? Enjoy, you little fucker. See? A tiny tip. Do not let it leave this video. So now you're left a bit more in peace. Yeah, you better run. You better run. Okay, so I think I'm going to be kind to my people soon. You work too much. Let's see how much unrest. Let me see this one has now. She has 27. Okay, it's time to calm down. Ta-da. There you go. Stop complaining. You're good. Jeez. Weak ass. Weak ass. Yeah. He barely touched any of the pelts, even if it's a dog. But I do worry about the deer and the wild horses and the aurochs. They do eat more. So yeah. Go. They're still high. This one should be lowering now. It's now plus 14. It won't be long until that's no longer good enough, and then we need to have more of these up. I'm not going to bother with straw at the moment, because the pelt huts are doing what they need to do. Although this one will have plus because it's only these two. But now when we need to defend so much and hunt so much and take care of fences and stuff, you can't afford to always focus on doing what you used to do. Getting straw and reed and raw stones and this and that and you know, clay or mud, because you need to focus so much more on not comfort anymore, but defenses. So yeah, this is good. So that is working. The dog is going, oh no, you're gonna have your ass handed to you for coming to camp. So we're still in, you know, bad conditions for the animals. I should really get down one of these, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. We are going to get straw. It's going to be the straw pit hut, because they can take a bit more beating than the normal small straw huts. What's that? Oh. Oh, come on, we need storages. Come on. Do we have any elder people? Like, really old? 53 is not really old, so we don't need to worry about that. But should we get one of these though? Get two of these. I'm gonna go get a little bit of mud. You guys can do that. There you go. That'll do it. That'll do it. So complaining the work hours are down. Oh damn. Where are the rats? Oh, dried meat. That's fucking scary. Oh, dude, what is going on? Oh no, what is that? A muffloon. No, he will go through my fences. Get him. Yeah, yeah. There goes my fences, there goes my pelts. Oh, look at the fucker. You know, that's stupid. He just walked straight past it and still it fell to fucking pieces. No! And now he's going to run through my weapons and he's going to run through. Someone better fucking kill it. Oh, that was my, yeah. Well, the raw stones are still there. But we can't build it up because we only have 7 pine sticks. That is frustrating. So this is what I mean. We can do fuck all in the Mesolithic. absolutely fuck all, because we don't have the best houses and we don't have sufficient fencing systems to avoid this. Luckily, he came alone and he got chased away pretty fast. So in one sense, beginners actually have it a bit harder, because beginners always have like 75% more of everything. That includes animals. So you guys who do beginners, you do have a lot more animals than hardcore. So in that sense, hardcore is easier, but hardcore is still godlike because we have so little of absolutely everything. So much repairs needed. What are you lacking? Mud. Oh yeah, did I not give them mud? Do I have 9 already? I have 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can take 1 down from the food gathering. Oh wait a minute, these are the guys I gave the... Okay. You can help a bit, can't you? -3, there's frost on my meat. Well, that should in theory keep it longer, shouldn't it? That does make sense, doesn't it? Right, so just a quick recap on how to start then in 10k BC, because you... Oh, damn. That's spooky. Because you don't have any better housing and you don't have any better fencing. And you also do not have proper storage options. You have storage areas so you can organize and get them inside your fencing. But the bigger animals, they will go through your fences. Goats will not, wild dogs will not, and hares will not. Rats will go through anything. If you manage to get palisades, which you should do in a few thousand years, oh my god, in a few thousand years, then you will avoid all the animals. But sometimes you have a bit of a stampede with several aurochs or wild horses or deer, and they can damage your palisades to a point where other animals can come in as well. So having a good industry going of logs is a must. And also remember to not put things that won't get broken by animals inside the fenced in area, the palisade area. What you should put in there is your food and anything that is not in storehouses. Anything that's not in storehouses should be inside a protected area. And I also put all my threshers so they don't come and steal the grain or the wheat or the straw overnight when we are threshing in the Neolithic. So anything that all wild animals, the bigger ones, can reach should be inside palisades. You don't need a big area of palisades, you just need a part of it. I also like to give palisades around some of my farms because there are times where they come in stampede. They come like 10, 12, 16, the bigger ones, and they just ruin everything. So the damage they do has been reduced by 80%. It used to be 80% more, and it could mean life or death for a tribe. So the devs lowered it quite a bit, the damage that animals could do. But there's still, you know, when they come many, there are still quite a bit of damage happening. So just keep that in mind. So goats will not come through here, wild dogs will not come through here, hares will not come through, everything else will. And rats can go through everything, absolutely everything. But they do so little damage. You know what? Sometimes I just leave them. They don't do any damage. It's like the minuscule few calories they eat of anything is so tiny. So if you are busy doing stuff, don't worry. Also, you don't get fear from rats. You don't get fear from hares. But yeah, they both do so little damage that I'm not worrying about them at all. Okay, so time to get you up. Yeah. We might want to consider getting our asses going. Let's put up this a bit. So we can get the needed pelts to become tanned leather. Right, so this is what I'm going to call it for today. I'm going to continue with as many as I need to go through the millennia, all the way into the Neolithic, blah, 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 blah. So there's going to be quite a few done on this, but there's likely also going to be patch changes, because I know the devs are doing hot fixes to make sure that this implementation is not so frustrating, because at the moment it can be very frustrating. Although you do have the option to turn off animal raids when you make new games, the old saves we have of loved tribes, they will not have it either, simply because they were patch 6.6, and when animal rage was introduced, when they started their games, they were absolutely overwhelmed with the animals, because the locality had way too many animals. So yeah, migrate your old tribe or start a new game. Don't forget to tick in on or off on raids. So I will see you again shortly. It won't be too long, and then we're going to continue. We are going to migrate next time, and then we're going to rinse and repeat our methodology. And as we go further into the timeline, we will need to consider other types of housing as well, so that your people are kept happy. Yeah. So until next time, have fun and take care.